Hello everyone, the 316 here with another Mcfarlane Toys DC Multiverse review. This time I got the Target exclusive Jokerized, or in this case, as it says on the box, the Artist Series Scarecrow. Retails for $24.99. I was able to find mine on clearance for $7.50. Oddly, just him though. No one else was on clearance. Uh, I wasn't planning on getting any of these, but for $7.50, I mean, you might as well. But I do still need to build a figure Bane. Speaking of which, let's take a look at those build-a-figure parts. So there is a build-a-figure Jokerized Bane, and he comes with a green gauntlet. Now you can see mine here is roughed up. I do have the standard release of Joker, so I tried to put the hand on this one, but because they decided to paint the pegs, it would not fit on there, so I've scuffed up the green paint so I could actually put a hand piece on there. Also, I can't move the wrist joint at all. It's fused in there because they paint the pegs and then just shove them in while they're still drying. So it's basically fused to the arm. Now, I'm probably going to use this one for my Bane Build-A-Figure, so just the standard Build-A-Figure. So I saw what it would look like if I put some brown marker on it, and it actually works pretty well. So this doesn't normally come on this. And yeah, that's just an arm. So Scarecrow comes with some alternate hands. These are so small. Like, they're really small. But, they work well, I guess. You get two trigger finger hands, and the figure comes with a right fist out of the package. And his left hand's kind of, like, open a bit. Here's our card. As you can see, it says Scarecrow The Dark Knight Rises, and it's got a bunch of, like, graffiti on it, as well as on the back. This is one of the longer text cards I've seen. But there you go. So you can get a good read on that. Lastly, let's look at the box. It says gold label here, Scarecrow Artist Series, and there's a bunch of Jokerized details on all sides of the box, as you can see there, and on the back as well, and down here too. Oh, and barcode if you need it. I'm probably just going to throw the box away. They're all the standard boxes you see with this line. Let's take a look at this figure, though. I think this figure was done really well. Their Jokerized figures usually consist of Batman, one Robin, and this Wave for some reason. Anyway, of the four, this was the only one I was actually interested in picking up. And, I'm not disappointed. This is exactly what I expected. Sculpting, paintwork looks great. There's a fade from this gray to green color. The head cover here is kind of like a weird, like, poop brown, like diarrhea brown. I mean, it works enough, but like, I wish the head had a bit of a wash to it. Now, this does say why so serious, but my U is kind of messed up, so I just I make sure that's covered up so you can't see it. But otherwise good paintwork here. He has single jointed elbows, but given he's in a straight jacket, I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't have a problem necessarily. But, standard Mcfarlane articulation. Although I will say, when I do have the legs properly put in place, he is leaning forward a bit. So either, you have some legs that are really far back, or you have a figure that's leaning forward very far. So just crack the leg until you get him in a nice and upright standing pose. I think what they did the best job here on is the head. The eyes are red. There's black around the eye holes, and there's a smile. I think that they did a good job with this, and there's not really much else to see, to be honest. Like, he doesn't come with any things to hold in his trigger finger hands, no guns, no crowbars, fear gas, nothing. So, oh, he also comes with a stand, but, that's standard for this line. So let's see, height-wise, how tall he is. Standing at about 7¼ inches tall. Let's go ahead and see how he looks next to the Dark Knight Batman. Dark Knight Rises Batman. Looks pretty good. And let's get some other Halloween type of characters in here. We get Blackest Night Batman. And tomorrow's review, that's right, I'm filming this next, but we have the Vampire Green Lantern. Some good looking monster figures, some untraditional ones as well. Hope to see more of these. Mcfarlane has pretty wacky proportions with all of his figures, so making them into monsters I think actually helps the molds rather than harms them. So there's those figures next to Scarecrow. And another upcoming review, don't know when this will be, but I got Lex Luthor here. Alright, let's see how he looks next to some other lines. First of all, you know what, let's switch things up. Let's start with WWE Champion, Elite 100 Mattel, John Cena. Alright, next up we got G.I. Joe Classified Tiger Force Outback. He looks so small. We got Extremis Iron Man, Marvel, Hasbro. Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Hasbro. Dino Thunder Black. Blanked for a second there. I always forget. Is it Jazzwares? Yes. Jazzwares Spartan Yoroi from the Halo Spartan Collection. And finally, let's get Atrocitus in here. I don't know, he seems like he fits. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review. It was a bit shorter, but I think the figure's fine. I think this wave is fine, but of the four, this is probably the one you want to get just because you could easily reuse these arms on anything. All you'd have to do is repaint the glove hand, and even then, you don't really have to. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Do you guys like these Jokerized figures? What figures would you like to see Jokerized? Don't forget to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and hit the bell. It all helps out the channel. And as always, peace.